Ha to everyone across the world. Lotus Dawn here. I am out in this beautiful Golden Valley open space, Southern California, tapping into the energy of the earth right now, the eve before the new moon dawning at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, May 16th. And so we're in the pre-energy of the new moon, which I often think is some of the most powerful energy of the new moon. And I wanted to share with you an astrological update about what is the energy of this new moon. What are some of the things that you may be able to expect and focus on for the next 30 days? Because the new moon, the sign that the sun and the moon are in at the time of the new moon, describe and reveal the collective focus, energy, and feel for the next 30 days. And the new moon is also the single most powerful manifestation, intention setting window of the entire 30 days. And if you're new to my channel, I am Lotus Dawn, and this is Blossom with Lotus, Blossom with the Stars, true to the actual stars up in the sky, real astrology based on the actual star constellations. Mainstream astrology is based on where the stars were. So when you come to my channel and you listen to my energy updates, you will receive true to the actual sky information. Now, who am I? Beyond doing this incredible astrological work, I am also a intuitive healer, which means that I tap into the field and I assist people to clear deep-seated energetic blockages. Blockages sometimes through the DNA, the ancestry, and through the past life field. And this is deep, powerful work. And so if you're interested in one, identifying your purpose, your dharma, your path, identifying your compatibility through relationship, or if you would like to heal what's in your way of manifesting those things, that is the work that I do. You can find out more about me on my website, blossomwithlotus.com. And as many of you on this healing journey, spiritual path know, it's a journey. And so it's all about finding that next step forward wherever you may be at. And it's my greatest gift and pleasure to serve you all. So let's tap into this new moon energy, because the new moon is the single most powerful time to seed and set your intentions. Now, this is interesting because the energetic of a new moon is also incredibly quiet, right? So you think about, okay, I'm going to set my intention as an energetic thing. You might feel like I should be inspired, I should be excited, I should know what I want, right? And so, ironically, the time of the new moon is a time when we feel the most internal, when we feel called to go within, because the moon is no longer pulling our attention outward, because the moon is highly magnetic. So it's a time, the most powerful time of the lunar month to go within, and it is also the most fertile time to do so, because the seeds that you set at the new moon time are the seeds that will grow. So this new moon, astrologically, Lotus, what is happening? We have the sun and the moon in Taurus. Taurus is the sign of the earth. It is the sign of everything we can see, hear, taste, touch. It is the sign of enjoyment of life. Taurus likes to get dirty, take off their shoes, roll around in the mud, eat chocolate cake, grow their fruits and vegetables, sustain life. They are the salt of the earth people. And I think a lot of times we get caught up on the spiritual path, on all of the things we have to do and the seriousness of life and the deep spiritual truths of reality. And Taurus asks us to put our hair down, to take off our shoes, to smell the roses, and to enjoy life. And so the new moon being in Taurus is a time to ask yourself, what do I love to do in the physical world? Taurus is where things get grounded, where things materialize, where things manifest from the idea realm into the physical, seeable, tasteable, touchable, experienceable world. And so Aries, which began April 20th to May 13th, that was a series of time, fire energy for initiation, for beginning, starting. Aries is great at starting, sucks at finishing. And so there may be a lot of things you started in Aries season. Taurus is the time for those things to complete, to be finished, to continue to grow. Taurus is also where those ideas of thought that emerged in the Aries season, where the fire of awakening began, now into Taurus season at this new moon, now is the time to set the intention for them manifesting, for them to physicalize, for them to come from out of the idea stage and into physical reality, where you can taste it, you can touch it, you can look at your bank account and you can see the money grow. Taurus is literally the sign of physical, material manifestation. And I love watching the transition out here in the open space. It's just so beautiful. We have so many wild elderberry trees. I don't know if you can see the one behind me. And actually, maybe I can get closer. In April, when Aries season began, they're covered in these beautiful flowers. And then now, as we enter into Taurus season, those flowers have turned into beautiful elderberries. Anyone tried an elderberry before? They're really quite interesting. And so Taurus is about the physical manifestation of our seeds, of the seed becoming real. Woo! And so here we are at the elderberry, and the berries are here. I think I'll have a couple. I will taste them. Because Taurus is all about the enjoyment of life. To taste it, to touch it, to eat it. Taurus is very much sensual. They like to eat. They like to drink. They like to smell the plant, taste the plant, touch the plant, see it, feel it, taste it, touch it, know it. That's how Taurus energy learns. You see the beautiful flowers? Taurus is the enjoyment of life. And so at the new moon time, with the sun and moon landing in Taurus, is a really powerful time to set intentions for what you want to manifest in the physical plane, in your bank account, with money, with material things like cars and houses and clothes and watches and jewelry. What do you want to have? What do you want to own? What do you want to manifest into the three-dimensional realm, into this physical world that we live in? Now, astrologically, there's some other very intense things happening as well. So not only is it an amazing time to plant seeds for your finances and for abundance and for material things, but that sun and moon energy in Taurus is also right next to Uranus. And Uranus is the planet of change. It's actually kind of an interesting placement for Uranus. It's in Taurus because Taurus is about grounded stability. It's the first earth sign of the zodiacal wheel. And so it says, I am safe, I'm stable, I'm secure. And yet the energy of Uranus, the planet that's in Taurus is all about change, revolution. The symbol for Uranus is lightning bolts of unexpected things happening. And so it's a time where a lot of people could be moving, changing the places that they physically live. It could be a time where people manifest big things. It could be a time where there's surprises. And also, Uranus rules air travel. And so expect to hear about interesting things related to air travel over the next month. Additionally, we have Mars, the planet of action, the planet of energy, the planet of the divine masculine itself, actually conjunct Chiron. And Chiron is the wounded healer. Chiron is the place and the space inside of us that hasn't healed yet. It's still looking for a solution. It's a sensitive place. You know, I've done a lot of astrological chart readings for a lot of people over the last, I really started doing readings full on, full time with my business in 2022 after 20 years of doing it as a hobby. I finally started my business. And what I've noticed in all of the readings that I do is that Chiron really reveals the place and the space in our life that is unhealed. And so we can look at the sign that it's in, and we can look at the house that it's in. And by the sign, it can tell you even what part of the body you may have challenges with. And ironically, I have my Chiron in Taurus, which rules the throat. And that's another thing with the sun and moon at the new moon time being in Taurus, is that rules the throat. And so communication may be a big thing that comes up for us over the next month. Expression, singing, sharing, really allowing the truth in our hearts to emerge through the voice. And so it can also be pushing up to the surface blocks that we may have around teaching, sharing, and expressing our truth. So there's a lot coming up at this new moon, and you may be feeling that Mars Chiron conjunction, which can be, you know, Mars can be pushy and strong. It's that masculine action energy. It's strong, so it can be activating. And Chiron is this deep sensitivity. It's in the sign of Pisces, and Pisces is the sign of spirituality. It's the sign of our greatest sensitivity, our greatest intuitive ability. Pisces is the natural psychic. And so when Chiron is in Pisces, it means that the collective wound of the culture that's being brought up to be healed is around our psychic abilities. It's around our spiritual connection to God. It's around our dreams, our imagination, our sensitivity, if you will. And when Mars is there, it can be stimulating that sensitivity. It can be galvanizing it to heal. So on one side, it can feel maybe painful, might be a word. Some people might be feeling a lot of deep sadness. But what it's actually doing is it's assisting to bring to light and invite you to be energized to heal. So it's bringing a lot of energy, Mars's energy, and action towards the place and space where you've had the deepest wounding around your intuitive spiritual gifts. So if you're a channeler, if you're a medium, if you're a healer, and you have felt blocked from expressing, from speaking, from sharing your gifts, this may be a new moon to set the intention to finally break through and free from those limitations. Yes, and I'm calling that in for all of us, because it is time for us to claim our spiritual truth, our spiritual gifts, to own the power that lives and breathes within each of us, and to heal the wound of being silent when you really have something deep within you that wishes to sing, that wishes to speak, that wishes to share. And because this new moon is in the earth, I highly recommend going out into nature, putting your feet on the ground, embracing the earth and the love and the light that she is just pouring radiantly, sharing with all of us. When I come out to nature, I hear the earth singing. I heard the earth singing through the birds and through the buzz of the bees and through the whisper of the wind, through the brushes and the sage and the trees. And when we come out into nature, we can collect, allow, and align back to the divine source spirit of Mother Earth herself. So I invite you to play with this, to experiment with allowing Mother Earth and her song to sing through you, to unite your heart and your mind, and to come back into harmony with her love. Wishing you all so much love, so much light. If you'd like to do deeper work, I'm available for session. You can find all of my sessions on my website. And tomorrow, March 16th, my partner and I will be leading a new moon intention setting call. So if you'd like to join, comment yes, and I can get you hooked up to sign up. So sending you love from the beautiful sun, from the beautiful light, from the light that you are. Remember, everything out there is an opportunity, an invitation to heal and to love and to come back into wholeness, back into harmony, and back into grace. You are the one you've been seeking. Sending you so much love. Aloha.